I'm Andrew Hoyle for CNET UK, and this is the Motorola Razr HD, a mid-range mobile packing a dual-core chip and Android Jelly Bean software. Does it offer enough for its £400 price tag though? Aesthetically, this phone shares many of the design cues of its predecessors. You'll notice there are no physical navigation buttons on the front, the corners have been ever so slightly sliced off, and the backplate is constructed from woven Kevlar. If you're a die-hard fan of Moto's older Razr design, then you'll find plenty to enjoy here. But I imagine many of you will find its almost complete lack of imagination and flair not a little tedious. It at least seems pretty well put together. That Kevlar weave is more typically found in bulletproof vests rather than phones. That's not to say this phone is bulletproof though, and please don't test that. But it's certainly managed to avoid picking up too many scuffs from my keys. With a 4.7-inch screen, it's unlikely to make its way into the pockets of those of you who think the iPhone 5 is too big, but it's not a huge step up from the 4.3 inches of the original Razr or the Razr Max. The display is bright and enjoyably bold, and its 720p resolution means it's well poised to tackle high-definition video from YouTube. Under the hood is a dual-core processor clocked at 1.5 GHz. That might not be pushing the quad-core power of phones like the Galaxy S3 or the Nexus 4, but it was still pretty nippy in my tests. Editing photos was swift, and playing demanding 3D games like Real Racing 3 was smooth and trouble-free. It's running on Android 4.1.2 Jelly Bean, which, visually, Motorola hasn't really messed around with that much. What you will find though is a quick settings panel to the left of the home screens, along with a smart actions tool that allows you to program your phone to automatically perform set commands when preset triggers are activated. A handy one for me was to have Spotify automatically open when I plugged in my headphones. The battery is particularly capacious, and I found it to put up an impressive fight. With normal use, you shouldn't struggle to get a full day's use out of it. If you're constantly streaming video over 4G networks though, you might want to keep in dashing distance of a plug. In general, the Razr HD's 720p screen, 4G connectivity, Jelly Bean software and good battery make it a solid mid-range phone. Sadly though, its price puts it squarely among the high-end smartphones. The Galaxy S3 provides more power, a better camera and a slimmer design, and can be had SIM-free for less than the Razr HD. Unless you're desperate for the smart action tool, your money can be better spent elsewhere. I'm Andrew Hoyle for CNET UK, and this is the Motorola Razr HD.